Right. So today lesson is managing teams. It's session 3. So that was the last. So these lessons are very small lessons that you get, right? Very they have shrink. So I have shrink it and I have done, and actually maybe 1 page or 2 page that only you have. So I made it in a PowerPoint presentation. So this is the lesson. So next, so can you all remember what is managing teams? Huh? Can you all remember? Hmm? Yes or no? Speak up, students. Why you all silent? Huh? Okay. So it's all about how to manage a team, right? So there should be a leader to guide the team, right? So there are some people like 4 or 5, 6 people have to get together and do some works to achieve some goals or tasks like that, right? So next, we're moving to forecasting. Forecasting the future. So, what is the meaning of forecasting the future?
Decide what we're going to do in the future.
Yeah, good. So you are going to decide. Yes, that's correct. So decide means no.
Idea.
Predicting what
I
will
mean,
happen.
idea.
Predicting. Yeah, very good. Predicting. Yes, you're predicting that what you are going to do in the future. Okay. Company revenue should be shares should be increased by another 30 or 40%, right? So if we work like this, our revenue will be growing within 30 or 35% percentage, right? So like that, forecasting the future, right? So can you write this, please? This slide. Once the Moodle works, I will be uploading all the PowerPoint presentations because everything is prepared. Only uploading is there. So please write this down. Have you finished writing?
Yes, miss.
So, so next I have shared forecasting the future. So use this data to predict the future, right? So, you know, some data analysis, what they do. So testing the charts, like, can you all hear me?
Now can hear me. Earlier it got stuck.
Right, no? Right. So if you see, sorry. So if you see in the corona pandemic, how they forecast now within another 5 or 15 days, so we will be getting this much of people who having COVID, right? So that is a way of they forecast. So forecast can be correct or might not be correct, right? So but people who do data analysis, do you know what is data analysis? Who are the data analysts? Don't know. Why you are not talking anyone? Anita?
Don't know who analyze the data.
Yeah, analyze the data. How they do like a prediction. They predict. Okay, this within this time period, so they we will get this much of revenue. Likewise, yeah, predicting, right? And gather and analyze data about the past, right? So you have to take the past data and only analyze. So in a organization also the same, right? If you are 2000 what to say 2018 19 your revenue, sorry, 2015-16 your revenue is low, if it's the same thing, it's going to be continuous in 2019 or 20, what happens? Your company revenue is because of low, there might be lot of loss will be occur, right? So you have to stop that, right? So because of that only, they used to analyze the past data, right? Then only you can forecast within this time period, okay, our business will be, where your business will be stand, right? Where tomorrow, where will be, where we are going to stand, right, as a business. So that is we call as the forecasting, right? So one is use this data to predict the future and gather and analyze the data about the past, right? So that is the two difference, right? So are you clear with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This is very simple because I don't think this is hard. If you didn't understand, then again you have to ask me. Right. So minimizing the risk, right? Have you here heard about disaster recovery plan? About
No.
no management. You didn't learn yet. No one. Even who Anita, no, no,
No,
right.
miss.
No, right. It's a very big. Actually, it is must you have to learn because if you see for your final project or for a degree or any other levels, you need this how to say disaster recovery plan. So minimizing the risk. Okay, for example, uh, in the bank, if your bank is near somewhere around 100 or 200 meters to the beach, right? If you didn't have any data, now tsunami came, right? So if you didn't have any backups, what happens? Any other transactions? Anyway, it's virtually it's backup, but for example, I'm just saying what happens? It will
Data
be
will be lost.
yeah, data will be lost. Okay, so that's why actually they used to take the daily transaction backups, then they can recover back, right? If your data are not there, then what happens is there is a major risk which you're going to face. So that we say as a disaster recovery plan. Okay, and you have to minimize the risk, right? Whatever risk is coming to you, you should minimize it, right? That means it not should be affected a lot, right? A certain limit only it should be affect. If it's affect a lot, then it will be a problem, right? So you have to minimize the risk, right? So reduce the probability and impact of the risk towards zero. So you have to make it is a make it as a zero level, right? The risk should be make it as in a zero level, and this reserve for risk that are viewed as unexpectable to the society and organization or individual, right? So when disaster is coming, are they telling and coming for you? Huh?
Yes.
No, right? Today tsunami is coming. Is it going to tell you, okay, get ready within another 2 3 days tsunami? You can do the prediction, but sometimes it will be not yes or no. But in as your side, but in 2040, right? Sorry, 2004, right? You didn't know how it comes. No one didn't know because some they didn't get ready and we are not aware of it, right? So like that, but now I think everyone do they have do having the backups with them. So then only your organization, because if you didn't have the past backups, again you have to go back a lot because everything is nowadays all are systemized, right? There is no manually, all are what all are computerized, right? And stuff, but most can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yeah, miss.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
miss. Now.
Did my voice crack?
yeah, earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I think I have a poor internet connection. Maybe it shows me, but if it's not, let me know. So anything I have missed you from?
no.
No. Okay. All right. So so because of that, you have to have some backups, right? So having backups is a must, right? So it helps for the uh, disaster recovery plan, right? So can you write this minimizing risk, please? Right, this one, this slide.
Screen share இல்லாம ஆகுங்களா?
Sorry,
Screen இல்லாம ஆகுது.
screen is not there. Give me a second.
Oh, is it from only for me?
What can you see? Okay, now can you see? Now can you see?
Okay.
Okay. So any advertisement coming?
Right?
No.
Button.
Is it something advertisement is appearing in the screen?
No, just a black screen and a blue dot in the middle.
Oh, that, I think my PC got virus because of that. All the time advertisement is popping up. Right. So that's okay. So have you finished writing about this? Done? Students, are you all done?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now next we are going to lesson 12, 13 and 14. Right? So can you all see? A new presentation?
Now miss cancel.
Can see.
Just management.
Okay, so you can see my PowerPoint presentation, no? Okay, so stress management lesson 12 to 14 I have. So minimizing the stress session 1, minimizing stress session 2, and minimizing this stress session 3. Okay, so okay, cool. So what is stress? You know, what is stress? Hmm? So you never got stressed in your life? Huh? Yes or
Like
no?
time, miss.
Have
Okay.
experienced means but can't express.
Okay, have experience means how? Uh, for example, I'll tell in O level or A level exam time, for sure you have experienced it.
Yes.
Like how? Yes, Parmila Omer, tell me, like how? How did you experience?
Like we won't sleep properly.
Okay. What else?
Like food.
Okay, you can't eat properly. Okay, you can't sleep properly. Always in your mind,
Properly.
maybe.
Thinking about all level exam.
Yeah, you think always. And one thing, you have some problem in your body actually. Especially, it's in your neck, right? It will get stiff, right? So, have you felt something like that in your neck? Symptoms like that?
Can't remember the reason.
Some they have stomach aches. Hmm? Have you all felt here like it's like stiff here in the neck? No. No one. So I don't think then you never got stress. Huh? No. Hmm. Huh? So happy to hear. Some people they used to get gastric as well. Anyone like that symptoms you have got?
No.
I
No.
have seen my friends like that.
Okay, they used to get
Yeah,
gastric and they used to vomit all the
yeah,
time. Headaches, right? Some they get stomach ache because they are scared, right? So how the exam paper comes, right? They will be panic, right? So stress management is also a very important lesson actually, because people don't know how to minimize their stress and they are continuing, right? So if you couldn't achieve your goals and targets or deadlines, if you couldn't meet your deadlines, you will be stressed. For example, now in IDM, they might give you assignments, no? In assignments, how did you feel? Huh? How did you face in assignments? Okay, they say, okay, another 3 4 days you have to submit your assignments, and but still you didn't start. Now, how do you feel?
I have to submit more than 2 or 3 within a few deadline.
Yeah, no, if you didn't start, okay, now you didn't start the assignment, right? But within another 3 days you have to submit your assignment. Now how you feel? Hmm? How you feel? Feeling good?
No,
No, right? First you will be nervous and you get panic. Oh my God, within another 3 days, how can I do this assignment? How can I achieve this task? And if you are a lazy person, I can't work out for 3 days and day and night. I can't do the assignment. Like that, you start your mind, back of your mind start running, right? Because some people they used to do in last minute, they used to study in last minute, they used to do their assignments in last minute. 2 months you have time to submit the assignments, they have given 2 months, right? So what some do is last 2 weeks or last 1 week, they last 2 or 1 week time they will start to do the assignments, right? Because on for that 1.5 months what they do is they don't care, they will be happy and fun and whatever they do. After that what happens is if they can't meet the deadline, they will start to be panic, right? And they will be very stressed, right? If you study hard for your exams and everything, you will be feeling stressed, you'll be feeling nervous, and you don't know what to do, and you sometimes you fight, sometimes you yell at someone. Have you done like that? If someone is now you're studying, right? Exam is within another 1 2 days. If someone is talking to you or troubling you, how you feel? Hmm? Prashant,
yes, yes.
how do you feel in that time? Now you're studying for the exam and someone is calling you, your friends calling and troubling you. How do you feel?
Disturbing.
If someone disturbs now because you didn't study, you are not well prepared, you know that you are not prepared well. You don't feel stressed? No. You'll get angry? You don't you feel you get angry? I think formula you might get angry, no?
yes, yeah, we're getting this.
Hmm. I know. And you feel angry and you fight with maybe with your parents, maybe with your friends, maybe your
I have
uh,
experience.
yeah, you for sure everyone might be, if you're studying in a proper manner, okay, 2 3 months I have exams, I'm studying from the day they gave my work and everything, if you study properly, then you don't feel like if someone comes and trouble you, or you don't feel of without you eat very well, you sleep very well, because you're sort of ready to sit for the exam. If you didn't feel that you're not ready for the exam, you can't. You will fight with others. That's what's going to happen, right? Fighting and arguing with others. How comes like this and that, like that? You will get angry all the time, right? So so that is called stress, right? So actually, why we learn the stress management? Can anyone explain me why we learn?
To understand about it and to control it.
Very good. To understand about it, and you have to control it. Okay, because if it's continuous, if it's go on, you will be insane, right? People start to say you're mad. You see, like some doctors that who they are studying for doctor, and some they get mad. They end up with mad. Why? Professors, doctors, some. Okay, not everyone. Some. Why is that?
Lots of stress.
Stress, and they don't have a proper sleep, they won't eat properly, so physically, mentally, emotionally they are, what happened,
Disturbed.
disturbed. Yeah, right. So they can't in certain time it goes, you can't control, right? You can't control. So some they can't sleep, they used to take tablets, right? Because why? Because your stress, your back of your mind is running all the time, right? If you close your eyes within 5, 10 or 20 minutes, you will start sleeping, right? If you couldn't sleep, that means something is running in your mind, right? Like what? Now, okay, tomorrow is my exam. Exam whole picture will start running because you're not well prepared, or you feel that I'm not ready for the exam, like you start feel. Then what happened?
You won't sleep properly.
Yeah, you won't sleep properly, you can't sleep and you can't eat. Some uh, that does in a reverse way, some they eat a lot, you know that. If they get stressed, some people they used to eat a
Yeah.
lot. Have you seen,
Yes.
like if you see ice cream tub, they will eat a lot, right? Because they don't know what's the limit of eating, like what to say, mentally, because they are affected, they can't understand how much they're eating and they can't feel. Okay, so your whole concentration has gone to somewhere else, right? Because you're panic, right? So you have to stop that, right? So I think everyone has met this stress. If you are not taking much things to your mind, that means you don't feel stressed, rather than other people who takes everything serious, maybe everything in a yeah, in a serious manner, then they will feel stress, right? So tell me, who never got stress? Anyone? I didn't. Anyone who say I didn't get any stress in entire my lifetime? No. So everyone has gone to that thing, right? So, but some actually they don't get stress as well, right? That is not a surprise because they know how to work in a proper manner, right? They arrange their things, they know work by task, and they
How
are
to
very
react.
uh, what?
How to react.
Yeah, they know how to react. Now if you see someone, if someone is coming to fight with you and emotionally you are not stable person, if you're going to yell at that person and you get hurt, means you can't, right? So the best thing is you avoid that situation. That is the thing, right? You should avoid that situation, you just mitigate it. He is mad or something, you just don't go and fight if someone is yelling at you. You don't need to yell, right? So because if you start yell, after that the whole scenario will be running on your mind, right? Because that time you fight and you just wait. After that little time period, why that person was fighting with me, like why, you have lot of questions about that, some kind of an incident, right? So better to mitigate the stress, control it, feel free. If you are sad, if you fight, and if you're upset, go and look at outside. uh, what to say, the environment is the best place you can feel, you'll be feel okay, right? So experience stress from your environment, uh, body and your thoughts, right? So environment is also matters, okay? Because you have to be very you have to be very, you have to have a very peaceful mind, right? Even if you're going for exam, if you're going in a running mind, what happens? Your mind is running everywhere. You can't concentrate. You can't read the exam paper. What happens? Huh?
We can't write the exam properly
You
and the
can't
mind
write,
will
and you can't, yeah, you can't understand the paper for sure. If you know you're reading, you have studied, but still it's not going to your mind. Okay, it's sometimes you start forgetting, short time memory loss will be happening, right? Because your mind is not in a peaceful level. Okay, so that means you can't you can't bear that pressure, right? So without any problem, you have to go and sit for exam, or if you want to have a conversation with someone, your mind should be very free, and you have to express your, when you start to express, it should be not be like stiff, be normal and express with people like that. So you have to mitigate the stress. So again, I'm telling, stress management is very important, because now like 16, 17, 8, not even 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, after that you will be facing lot of stress in your life, okay? If you're going to do a degree or a master's or something, or else even the IHT as well, you get stress, because sometimes you can't understand, maybe sometimes your mind is not stable, okay? So like that you will be facing some stress, okay? So now can you all write this down? What is stress management? Hmm? Start writing down.
Okay.
Okay, have you all finished? Sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, finished.
Yes. Yes, miss.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to play a video for all. Right? So can you all see my screen? Huh?
The slides are, we can see the slide.
Can you hear? Uh, right? So can you see now? Yes or no?
Only video, miss.
Yeah, video, yes. Can see now?
Can't see the
Oh,
video,
can't
miss.
see the video.
Okay.
Just we can see slides.
Slides. Now
No.
there is a girl. Can you see?
We can see the stress management slide.
Only that. I mean, okay.
Now okay, miss.
Okay, na? Okay. Right. So I'm gonna play it. So I don't think any music. Only music is only going. So you can read it. That's it. Okay. So what did you see?
When you are stressed, do meditation and do exercise.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Sorry.
When you are stressed, do
Okay.
meditations and exercise.
Yeah. Now some people they used to drink. Actually, why some men they used to drink? The males why they drink? Hmm?
Because of the stress,
They
to reduce
think they
their
can.
stress.
Hmm?
To reduce their stress.
Yeah, they think actually. Okay, but what happens is they will be for a certain time period they will be relief, but again the same thing it starts coming. Okay, but it is not stress. It's not a stress relief actually, right? So it's a wrong practices actually. After that what they start daily if they're drinking alcohol or cigarettes, if they start use those kind of things, what happens is sometimes they will get other kind of diseases, right? Maybe liver enlargement or cancer or this kind of things only. Actually after that physical problem they will be meeting some physical problems and as well mental problems, emotional, right? Those kind of. So if you really can't bear your stress, if some they why they suicide, some they use to suicide. Why? What's the reason? Hmm? Some people they used to suicide, like drinking Panadol, lot of Panadols or other kind of poison. So why they are doing that kind of things?
They can't control themselves.
Yeah, they can't control their self or emotions in some times of period. They can't because they can't tell their problem. If you can tell your problem to someone, that means you can free your stress. Okay, that means you will be okay, right? Or else why actually after suicide and if they get cure, if they didn't die in the hospital, what they do is they put them to counseling, right? Why they used to put counseling? Psychiatrists, they used to send a psychiatrist or counseling. Even one of my friend did the same thing, and after that she had to go for counseling. Why they do counseling? No, I don't think y'all are not much aware with stress management. Is that so?
They'll give some solutions,
Okay, they first what they
advices.
do is, yeah, they used to talk to them,
They
right?
ask about their
Relieve
past.
their emotions.
Yeah, they relieve the emotions because now the thing is you're not sharing your problems. It might cause you more stress, right? So that's why you're going for a suicide, right? Or else you want to kill someone, right? These two kind of things you might do if it's the stress level is extreme and you can't control, right? So what they do is they put them like counseling, right? In counseling, some they won't listen for counseling, but usually you have to attend for the counseling, and they used to give tips how to live. If you get angry, how to react, like that you feel okay. But you should go for counseling if you have some kind of and if you have some depression or if you get panic, so you should attend to a psychiatrist. Okay, so they will give some tips, and for if they can't extreme level, if they are in a stress level, that means they want to sleep, they can't sleep actually, so then they used to give tablets and those kind of, but there are side effects you have to face if you use those kind of tablets as well, right? So if you mitigate it early stage, you will be okay. If you couldn't mitigate in early stage, it's a very bad situation. So some serial killers, have you all watched some serial killers movies? Huh? Movies have you never
Yeah,
watched? How they do murders? They plan in a different way and can't believe.
without any reason, they will like kill someone.
Yeah, without any reason they used to do, and because they are mentally affected, right? So there's a movie Rachasan something. Have you watched that?
Yeah,
Okay, so what really happens in that movie is that person what is aging fast, no? The boy was aging fast, and people started condemn, like you're very old and that and this, and he was very depressed in that, right? So what happened is he killed who? His best friend, right? So after that, even the mother also was, I think, encouraging. Then after he was started for no reason, he started killing girls and that and this, right? and stabbing the knife and that. So why is that is he is affected mentally, right? Mentally. So that is also a stress symptoms, right? Why so for these kind of things, one is maybe as a mother, if she take him to counseling or for something, then he might not be a serial killer because he was a good magician, I think. Yeah. So like that, uh, yeah, it's a film, but still this kind of things really happens. Okay, students. So it is true. It's not a. It's since it's a movie, but in a truth life also you can see a lot of articles about the serial killer articles for no reason. Some they kill for money or that and this, but some for no reason they are trying to kill, right? Without any other reasons. So because of that, so that's why they tell to do a lot of meditations. Okay, so if you do a lot of meditations, you will be okay. Your mindset and you will be de-stressed, right? So try to be always de-stress yourself, right? Don't be always stressed. So you have to be like de-stress, and you have to go on, right? If you have something, if you're sad and you can't share, means you have to share even someone, right? Then only you can what to say, you'll be okay. You know, some people, there's another technique. If you can't share to someone about what you have in your mind, you can go near the tree and you can talk. Seriously, sometimes it works out when I have read some articles like that. So there are different ways. Don't you think that you don't have different ways? And some people, if you didn't do those things only, you will be end up with a uh, you'll be end up with a mentally disorder, right? So that is that. So what? So did you understand now? I think I have explained in a extreme level about stress. So who can't understand? Can you tell me, please? Hmm? I don't know. Suren, can you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Others? Parmila.
Yes, we can understand.
Okay. So you all understood. Any doubts about stress? So some, some people they do volunteer service for counseling. Have you heard ever? Volunteer service. They do counseling, volunteer service. They volunteer and do counseling. Okay, so they are like non-relative to anyone. For example, in the elders care also there are a lot of people are very stressed. Why? Some they are scared for their death. Okay, to meet their death, and they don't know, they, what to say, they feel very scared. What happens if I die? Like that, some people used to face that kind of also problem, right? So for that, lot of youngsters in abroad, they do a lot of counseling to um, make your mindset well. Even the last year bomb time period, you know, who were in that situation, some were like, they are like what to say, they are like dim, they don't know what to do, right? So they had some counseling, even they have lost their loved ones, so they had some counseling. Some they couldn't wake up, still they might have pain in their heart and mind, still they have that incident. You know, if sometimes if you see the incident on your mind, right, it start reading again and again. Now in front of your eyes, if you see the bomb blast, sometimes it read again in your mind. Why is that? Because you're holding that memories very hardly in your mind, right? Because that incident, you're not getting ready to release it in your mind. Okay, so if in a funeral, if someone dies, some people won't cry. Maybe very relative ones, maybe someone very closer. If that person dies, some they won't cry. Why they won't cry is they are keeping their emotion very tightly. Okay, they are keeping that incident in a very what to say, like what to say, elephant. That if you get something, if you're angry with, like some people they say you are like an elephant. That means you're keeping your uh, feelings very tight and you're not releasing it. If you cry, and if you try and do, then your emotion will go out, then you're stress free. But if you trying to keep it in your mind in a very hard way, some they can control their feelings. Some what they do is they won't cry, they are like act in a different way. I think you might see like that kind of people. So one of my friend also was like that. I think her mother passed away, like something, an incident. She couldn't control her stress level because she didn't cry. She was like, I don't know, it's very stiffy way. So then after only she had some psyche issues she faced. So you have to go. So sometimes you don't feel some if they get insane, you can't see. You know that if they are having some problem, they are laughing out, but inside they are suffering a lot. Okay, so that kind of people also they are you can see that kind of people are living like that, right? So you have to overcome with that problem. If you have that kind of problems, you have to learn how to overcome. Maybe small days you might have some bad memories about, maybe your parents are fighting or something. So that might take time to overcome for you, right? So that time, what to say, you have to talk to someone and relax yourself, tell the truth, don't hide, and go on with things, right? So I think you are clear. Anyone is not clear, you can please tell me, because this is your last lesson as well, but it's a session 12. Okay, so are you all clear?
Ma'am.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, right? Right. So did you all write the note about the stress? What is stress?
Yeah.
Okay, finished. Right. Right. So give me a second. So okay. So since you have finished writing, and okay, I will be ending the class today, right? And this Friday will be your last class. And if you have some assignment doubts, you can discuss with me. And after that, don't tell teacher didn't discuss at all, but I will discuss as you already done. So there are little slides only I have. So it might be take maybe 1 hour, more than 1 hour Friday. So don't skip the class. Please attend. It's I think Friday, right? So please attend your class. Don't miss it. Okay. So I hope you have understood what is stress management. Yes or no? Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So okay, so that's cool. So I think you don't have in your assignments any stress management, no?
No.
No, right? Okay, that's good.
No.
So okay, see you all on Friday, right? So anyway, Nishant and Sir told me to have only for 1 hour because there's 2 days, right? So see you all. God bless you all. Have a nice day.
Bye.
I miss. Stay safe,
Bye.
miss.
God bless you.
Bye, miss. God
Bye.
bless you.
God bless you.